I'm Sean Cohen with S Cohen Insurance,
Where's your business located?
Bellevue, Kentucky.
One of my favorite river cities. Describe your business a little bit.
I am an independent insurance agent, so I do property and casualty. Most people know that as auto and homeowners insurance, but it can also be applied to businesses. I do life insurance and health insurance as well. So I shop many different companies to find the best coverage at the best price for every individual.
Okay, now this is away from your business, but where are you originally from? Are you originally from Bellevue?
Yes, I'm from Bellevue. I've lived in Bellevue, Tennessee. I've lived in Bellevue, Washington.
Oh, that's right.
And Bellevue, Kentucky. So originally, Bellevue. I'll end up in Bellevue, New York, probably.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. That's like 3 out of the last. So how many places you live in Bellevue? Like, are they all the places, or like 3 out of how many?
Originally, South Bend, Indiana. That was
Okay.
the birthplace. So I was born Fighting Irish, and then Nashville, and Seattle, Bellevue, Kentucky.
Are you gonna stick around?
Well, yes. I didn't plan on it, but this is home, and a couple properties and business and 3 kids. I don't think I'm going anywhere.
Okay, so your insurance company is S Cohen Insurance. So, what made you decide to go out on your own?
I always wanted to be in some ways I was always an entrepreneur. I've always just found ways to, everybody that is on their own has kind of always been on their own in some form or fashion. I think I always had the intention of owning my own business, and it just happened. It was a goal, and went after it, plotted each next step, and before you know it, it happened.
Yeah, I think you're definitely. I mean, I've known Sean before. I was in real estate, and before S Cohen Insurance came around, and you're definitely an entrepreneurial soul for sure, 100%. You're one of the hardest working people I know, for sure. So what motivates you? What drives you to do all the hard work that you do?
It's something internal I still haven't found. I don't know what it is. I'm searching for something probably, but money is usually the factor. It's creating income, creating wealth, creating those renewable sources of income, those kinds of things. Teaching my kids, helping supply for others, helping other people too, and other businesses like yourself, or a trades company. Being able to not only have a business that provides for me and my family, but also for people that work for me and people that I do business with. I love that. I think that's really what motivates me more than anything, is just being able to see other people be successful and help others grow. But the money is always good too.
Okay, just a couple more questions. A fun one. What are some of your favorite places to go to in Bellevue?
I love the elusive cow, and I still want to go there, and I haven't been there yet. Is Nomad. So I can't say I've been there, but this is one of those that I really want to get there, try their milkshakes, and have their coffee and their tater tots. I just haven't got a chance to get there. But Avenue Brew is probably it's right next to my office, and Christine and Larry are great, and just stop in there for a cup of coffee and some biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy are the bomb.
Well, and that was the place that we had our first networking
meeting. That's right.
Yeah, so I love Avenue Brew. It's got a little special place in my heart. Okay, what do you think the future holds for you? And it could be just you, or it could be you and your business.
That's a better question for my wife, because as you know, Caitlin helps tamper me down sometimes, because I'm a contra gun. I just spray, but scattergun all over the place. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. For me and my family, I think trying to keep it simple is a goal I have, I guess, and trying to figure out how to keep it simple but still grow. And then business-wise, I'm actually looking at expanding to other areas. I just bought my first book of business, purchased, and then looking to purchase another one, possibly in like Tennessee area, and so possibly expanding outside of there, and just mergers and acquisitions, taking on some of those, and feeling like I'm trying to wrap all my head around what that entails and learning as I go. And yeah, it's creating new opportunities, and still trying to keep it simple.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. But I think you're going to do great, whatever the future looks like for you. Is there anything exciting that you would want your clients and potential customers to know about?
This is really easy for me to say, and it's sometimes better to hear somebody else give that testimony sometimes, but I believe that we care, sometimes more than the customer does. I'll hear about a claim, and maybe they didn't really get resolved the way that the customer may be happy, but I may feel like, no, like they should have took care of X, Y, and Z, and it should have been done this way, and the customer's still okay, but I'm like, no, that's not, I'll go back to the adjuster and be like, no, you should have done this, and they're like, that's okay. I've been known to do that sometimes. Sometimes I care too much. I get a little wrapped up in it. But just treating people fairly is, people say that a lot, and that's why it's a lot of times better to come from somebody else that experiences, not just me saying it. I feel like I have great support. You know Jonathan, and man, he takes care of business. I am so grateful to have him. That he's probably the difference. He's there. He takes care of everything. Having people like him, and trying to build a team like that, it helps a lot. It makes a big difference for us, to be able to treat people and have that local feel. Yeah, I don't know. It's a long answer for you.
No, that's good. I mean, I can tell that you're passionate about it, and that goes along with how we do business here at Pivot. And that's what, when I try to talk about it, sometimes I feel like I'm being hokey, but if you care, that's the main thing, right? Okay, so this will be the last question for you. If a young person asked you for advice on how to live their life, what would you tell them? That's a big question. You could even just do one thing if you wanted, but...
I mean, I think one of the principles that as I've started to think about principles that outline my life is to do the next right thing, whatever that is. Just keep doing the next right thing, and don't worry about what the next thing is 5 steps down the road. Just do the next right thing. Make sacrifices early in life for the greater good, and do whatever the next right thing is, I think.
Yeah, no, that's great. And what's the best way for people to reach out to you?
The website is good, www.scoheninsurance.com. Cohen spelled C-O-H-E-N. We always love to talk, so call us at 859-669-6613 or 833-RATE-LOCK.
Okay. Well, thank you. I've had fun. I hope you have too. I appreciate your time, and thank you.